next quarterback. After Elway and Manning, it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way. And he finished third for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Nix holds on to it. Big gain, has them across the 40. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Oh, he's going for it again. Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the red zone now. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On return, here comes Davis. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Escapes a defender. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First down throw for Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here in his 2nd down and 18. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the shotgun, Fields. It's Reynolds. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So we thought he was beat deep and was going to give up the catch anyway. The interference call did indeed come out. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the keeper, here's Fields. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Fields on 3rd. Got a man. This is Reynolds. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Fields to throw it. Caught near the goal line. He has the New York touchdown. The Jets make it a 1-point game. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Once more, it's Nix. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. There's the fake. Here's Nix. This is Ingram looking the left side. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Completed over the middle. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Here's Nix. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a second quarter lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. The Jets, down receiver Garrett Wilson, back out to take possession. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with home. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Fields looking to throw. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down. Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. He's running for it. Field slides down safely as he picks up the first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Hall running between the tackles. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Connects with him down the sideline. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and it'll give the Jets a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Fields on first down. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Tight end going in motion here. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Britain. The Jets at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Ball at the 33 for first down. Fields throwing once more. They set up the screen here for Hall. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Now Fields again. That's cut at the 4. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. It's Hall again. And this time he gets in for the New York touchdown. The Jets earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Marvin Mims now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Denver set to take the field on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing here, Nix. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Nix from the gun. Gets out of trouble. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
On third down, here's Nix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. Isaiah Davis will return this for the Jets. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jets headed out on offense late in this first half. And 35 seconds isn't a ton, but it is enough to muster up a little something. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Throwing on first down, Fields. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
On first and 10, it's Fields. He'll step up, and there he goes. The Jets take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 37. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Cox, that's Arian Smith. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. The give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Hall on the draw. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Motioning the tight end now. Here's 2nd and 7. On the move, headed right. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets start the second half with some needed points. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game, probably on TV all week long. Quite the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the runner when called upon.
Volk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's hit and sent out of bounds, so this ends as a gain of close to 7, second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Look at that work, turning those legs, driving across the 15. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos take a third-quarter lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. New York to the line, 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead, and he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Fields out of the gun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete, brings up 3rd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Across midfield to the 45. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos take a 13-point lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Now here comes the New York offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Motioning one of the tight ends. Play action, Fields. To the right side, caught by Wilson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running this with Hall. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields. Fits it through the middle. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
First down from the red zone. He tucks it and takes off. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Fields throwing here. Has it in close. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd down, give to Hall. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Kate, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage, but it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a first down as close as they were to the sticks.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying again, Hall. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
On 3rd and goal, here's Fields. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now within 1 score in the 4th. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Mims. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Broncos start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw it. Oh, he's going to run for it. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Next, quick out wide, complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Jets take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Nick's now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's back to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And they get this down to the 28. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. They'll come up 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Nix from the gun. He'll try and run this. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Broncos leading by 7. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And they'll kneel this down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock. But the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
2nd down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here. Running this with Dobbins. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
He'll take a knee here as that clock approaches the 40 seconds remaining mark.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Here he goes, one final shot. Throw left side, Taylor has it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So it's a win for the Broncos. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we say cheerio from London.